Let's talk about almonds, and not in the way that wellness influencers usually do, where every food becomes a miracle waiting to happen. The science behind daily almond consumption is genuinely interesting, but it also requires some honest conversation about portion sizes, because almonds are one of those foods where the line between a nutritional ally and a calorie problem is drawn almost entirely by how much you're eating. A single ounce of almonds, roughly 23 nuts, delivers about 6 grams of protein, 3.5 grams of fiber, 14 grams of fat, most of which is heart-friendly monounsaturated oleic acid, and approximately 7.3 milligrams of vitamin E, which represents close to half the daily value for that nutrient. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant that most Americans are chronically underconsuming, and almonds are one of the most concentrated food sources available. They also provide meaningful magnesium, about 76 milligrams per ounce, which supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, including blood sugar regulation and cardiovascular function. On the cardiovascular front, the research is fairly consistent. Multiple randomized controlled trials have found that daily almond consumption reduces LDL cholesterol, improves the LDL to HDL ratio, and lowers markers of oxidative stress in the vascular system. One mechanism appears to involve the unique fat profile suppressing hepatic cholesterol production. Another involves the polyphenol concentrated in the almond skin, which is exactly why peeling your almonds before eating them, as some people do for digestibility, removes a meaningful portion of the antioxidant benefit. The satiety picture is also more favorable than the calorie count might suggest. Almonds have a lower metabolizable energy than their label implies. The rigid cell wall structure of almonds means that somewhere between 10 and 15% of their fat content passes through the digestive system without being absorbed. Studies repeatedly find that people who add almonds to their diets do not compensate with equivalent caloric increases elsewhere, suggesting a genuine satiety effect rather than simple substitution. That said, here's the warning that needs to be said clearly. 2 ounces of almonds is close to 400 calories. In a society where portion distortion is epidemic, almonds are frequently overeaten under the assumption that because something is healthy, quantity doesn't matter. A small handful is a smart snack. A large bowl in front of the television is a dietary mistake regardless of the food's nutritional profile. Pre-portioning into 1-ounce bags when you buy in bulk is the single most practical piece of guidance anyone can offer here. People with nut allergies need no discussion. Almonds are off the table. Those with diverticulitis have historically been warned against nuts, though more recent research suggests this restriction may be overstated. If you have active inflammation, checking with a gastroenterologist before making almonds a daily habit is a reasonable precaution. Soaking almonds overnight reduces phytic acid content and improves digestibility for people who find raw almonds cause bloating. It also softens the texture, making them more palatable for those who find raw nuts difficult to chew. Whether you eat them whole, spread them as nut butter, or slice them over yogurt, the fundamental nutritional value is largely preserved across preparation methods. Daily almonds, eaten in appropriate portions, represent one of the better supported simple dietary habits available.